Hey guys, what's up? James Burns Vlogs, and with Katsucon 2017 happening next week, I'll be attending that. I want to talk about Katsucon 2016, which was last year, and the fire that happened. So anyone who attended Katsucon last year probably knows what I'm talking about. There was basically this fire that happened in a kitchen. It wasn't even that big of a fire apparently, but it did set off a fire alarm and it caused the entire lobby and convention center area to actually be evacuated. So it doesn't sound too bad up front. A fire happens or a fire alarm gets pulled. Of course, hotels have to go through certain, standard procedures of getting everyone out so that, they don't get hurt, and just as a liability issue. Well, that sounds all good and dandy until you remember that it's in Maryland in winter, and it was 15 degrees with a wind chill on top of that. Now, when dressed properly, that also isn't too bad, but all I was wearing was this. I was cosplaying from Free as Haru, and the fire alarm got pulled, and I had to go out in the cold like this. So basically, what happened was my friends and I were waiting in line for the maid cafe, which was right near the entrance to the hotel, or at least one of the side entrances. And whenever that door would open, when someone would leave or come in, we felt that wind chill, and we were just like, man, that sucks. Glad we're not out there. Glad we're in here, nice and warm, because we were basically almost naked. My friends were also wearing sort of just like really thin cosplays, like dress type fabric, really, really thin stuff, nothing to keep you warm. And we're all from Florida as well, so that didn't help. Basically, what happened was we were waiting in line, we heard the fire alarm get pulled, and that was like my worst nightmare come to life. So they start like pushing people out here and there, and I'm just like, oh my God, no, we can't do that. The door is now being held open at this point, and there are people, moving on out, they're pushing everyone out, and eventually they did force us out. And holy crap, that sucked. I had a backpack and I had one sweater, and let me tell you, in that weather, one sweater does absolutely nothing. I was still freezing my ass off. And so everyone's sort of trying to huddle and like create warmth, but none of that's really helping. And we try and get back into the hotel at one point, but the security guards in there, obviously, the hotel staff just ended up kicking us back out. And like I said, it was 15 degrees and it was windy. So we saw there's like a little staircase on the side of the hotel and like an indoor pool area, but like also an entrance to the hotel was like right here down the stairs. So there's this weird little like cave area, like a little enclosure, like an alley on the side of the hotel. And a bunch of us had the idea of going down there. So we walked down there, and not only was it out of the wind, but there was like heat being emitted from the side of the building, and we thought we were saved. But of course, that was too good to be true. Hotel staff came by about 5 minutes later, told us we couldn't be near the building, so we had to get up and go. I was in like a state of panic because my hand was actually, I was losing feeling. When I would like move my hand at all, I could feel my skin like creasing. It was terrible. And so at this point, I'm like, we have to get inside somewhere. We have no idea how long it's gonna be until we can go back in the hotel. At this point, it was like, I don't know, 30 or 40 minutes. Like it was getting pretty bad. And so we walk across the street, and the hotel over there, thank whatever, was letting people in. So they finally let us in. I go to the second floor. By this point, though, my hand is actually like purple. It was losing feeling. And so some random guy had a beanie, and he sort of started massaging my hand, trying to get blood to flow through it. I also wasn't staying in the hotel that the convention was at, the Gaylord. I was staying like about a 5 minute drive away, so I couldn't just go back to my hotel room. Apparently, a lot of people could do that if you had a room in the building itself, but I did not, so I was shit out of luck. So after that was fine, I was all good. But what happened after that, though, once I got back to Florida, I got massively sick, and I have to attribute that to being out in the cold that long. I don't blame the hotel. A fire alarm got pulled for some stupid reason, apparently. I guess some small thing went off in the hotel, the maid cafe actually, which is ironic because I was waiting for it. This year though, managed to get a room in the actual convention center itself. Also, packing a lot warmer than last time because wearing two sweaters is not enough. I actually got a real winter coat, so hopefully that'll negate a lot of issues as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Katsucon. It's kind of next week. Working on my cosplay. Have a lot to do still because I'm a slacker and I'm trying to catch up on schoolwork because I'm missing a few days, so I gotta make sure my assignments are due. But yeah, basically, Katsucon 2017, leaving next Thursday. I'll be there all weekend, and that should be a lot of fun. And hopefully, no fire this time. Hopefully, if there's a maid cafe, I can actually go and enjoy it this time and not be forced out into the cold. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.